Today and next week, Rob is going to be starting with the Kenko Taiso, and I am going to be doing some of the Kenjutsu. So Rob, all to you for Kenko Taiso.
Okay, welcome everyone. And let's begin our warm-ups. And I'm gonna just have us start jogging in place and letting our shoulders relax up and down. And ish, ni, san, shi, go, ro, sish, hach, ku, ju, ish, ni, san, shi, go, ro, sish, hach, ku, ju, and rolling your shoulders forward. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, and ish, ni, san, shi, go, and either jogging or just gently jumping in place and let your shoulders relax up and down again. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, ro, sish, hush, ku, ju. Bring your hands together and rubbing down. Warm up. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, and the backs of your hands and around your wrists. And begin to massage up one arm on the outside. And up to the shoulder. You might support a little bit. Get that spot right in the way back up by your scapula. Oh, and then down the inside. And up the other side, massage, rub. And get to the spot behind the scapula. And down the inside. And in between your fingers, squeeze. And switch your fingers. And bring it together a little again and rubbing more vigorously. Ish, ni, and begin to lift your hands. San, shi, go, reaching up high. Ish, ni, san, and gently shaking them out. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, ro, ku, ju, ish, vibrating. And big shakes. Ish, ni, san, shi. Spread the energy around the world. Let it, all the tensions release. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shish, hush, ku, ju. Reaching up and just let it up and up and one more time, up and alternate. Each up. Stretch open the side of your body. Up. San. Up. And shi. Good. And take your right arm, stretch it out to the side, stretch it up overhead, and stretch it across your body, and squeeze. Ish, ni, san, and release again. Out, up, and across, and squeeze. Ish, ni, san, and one more time. Out, up, across, squeeze. Ish, ni, san. Same arm, reach behind you, reach up, reach out, and down. Knee. San. And reach behind your back. Open your arm and twist open and lift and out and down. knee, and sun. And another arm out to the side, reach up and across and squeeze, knee, sun, and release. And out, up, across, squeeze each knee, sun. One more time. Up, and squeeze each knee, sun, behind, each. Try to make each circle as big as possible without moving your torso, just rotating at the shoulders. And behind, up and out. Knee and side. And like you're taking off a sweater or you're a flower opening in the spring and blossom opening, eesh. Go down small and then open up, roll up your spine and open. Sun. She, really open your hands at the top. Open your eyes and you can breathe out. And opening 3 levels, lower, middle, and higher, stepping with your one foot and then the other. And go, ish, knee, sun, and another step. Ish, knee, sun, and another step. Ish, knee, sun, another step. Ish, let your breath out. Knee, sun. And if you have the ability, you can make a little bit of noise. That's great. And go, ha, 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 and ha, ha, ha. 2 more times. Ha, 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 and ha, 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 and just go from lower, stretching up to tenso, up, lengthen yourself and relax, come down. Roll down your spine one more time, up, and relax down, and final time, up, and relax, and come down to your center, and let your head roll forward, and bring your hands and gently put gentle weight on the back of your neck and stretch it. Ish, knee, sun, chi, and then release and gently roll your head back and support your chin with the balls of your feet or your hands. Ish, knee, sun, chi, and release, come back. Take your right arm, reach over, grab your left ear, and lengthen. Let the left shoulder drop. Don't squeeze it down, but lengthen it out. Lengthen the neck like you're elongating your neck. Gently. And release. Left hand to right ear. Right shoulder drops. And lengthen. Ish, Ni, san. And put your right hand on your left cheek and reach behind your head, your left hand to your right ear, and look over your shoulder and just support it. Little bit of tension to it. And release. Left hand to right cheek. And twisting. Ish. Ni. San. And release. And take your chin and scoop down. Come up. Bring back to your chest. Scoop down your chest. Scoop out. Up. Back to your chest one more time. And this time we're going to go the opposite direction. Bring up. Reach it out. Let your chin go out far. Come back to your chest. Bring it up. Out. And one more time. And take your chin and draw a big circle. Ish. Knee. On. And other way. Ish. Knee. On. And continue the other, widen your stance a little bit, bend your knees, and we're going to just continue the movement and include our upper torso. Knee. Let your arms relax gently. Sun. And other way. Knee. Sun. And when you reach the center in front, let your back relax and lean over and gently massage your lower back and hips. Ish, ni, san, shi. Go and bend your knees and roll up. And support your lower back and let your stomach come out and let your head roll back, fall back. And just gently arch back. Yeesh.
Oh my God.
Sun and coming up. This time we're going to reach up and over, out and down. Yeesh. Knee. Sun. Try to let your head point to the floor, the ground, the crown of your head. Ish. Knee. Sun. And bend your knees and roll up and let your arms come out and open your chest. Ish. Knee. Sun. Come up to the straight, or so you're straight up, arms still out, and stretch to the side. One arm goes up, and the other arm locks down. Ish. Knee. Sun. And up. And up. Side. Ish. Knee. Sun. And come up. Stretch out. And other side. Ish. Knee.
Sun, and let your arm continue going over so that it's pointing out at 11 o'clock or 2 o'clock, whichever clock you're facing. And then continue on down to your leg. Ish, knee, sun. Come to the center. And knees and roll up your body and open. And stretching over to the other side. Arm starting straight up and down. Relax it down. Stretch up. And then continue to open the side of your body. Let your arm stretch further. Ish, knee, sun, chi, and going down to your leg. Ish, knee, sun, chi, and coming to the center. And 2 more turns each direction, the whole body. Ish, knee. Make sure you breathe. Another way. Ish.
Oh.
Knee.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And again at the bottom, just relax. Let your head relax towards the floor. And gently roll up. Okay. Keep your hips low. Open your one foot to the side. And lunge towards that foot. Knee. Sun. Chi. And close that foot. Open the other foot. And lunge towards that side. Ish. Knee. Sun. Chi. And come to center. And let one leg bend at the knee. Support yourself on that knee and just let your hips sink down. Ish. Knee. Sun. Chi. And go to the other side. Hip. Sink down. So left other knee is bent. One leg is extended. Ish. Knee. Sun. Chi. And again to the other side. This time your toes roll open on the extended leg up. Ish. Camera angle's wrong, you can't see it. Sun and other side. Ish. Knee. Sun. Okay, I'm going to adjust the camera. Okay, and last, we're going to be gently going down, allowing our body and hips to sink below, as far as below our knees as possible. Our feet are wide, toes slightly pointed out, and if we want, we can gently bounce. Ish, ni, san, shi, ku, ru, si, hashi, ku. Ish, ni, san, ku, ru, si, ku, ju. And lift up your hips. Bring your hands to your knees, gently massage around your knees. Bring your feet a little closer together, about shoulder width, and rotate your knees inward. Ish, ni, san, shi, another way. Ish, outward. Ni, san, shi. Bring your feet together and rotate both knees in one direction. Ni, san, shi, and opposite direction. Ish, ni, san, shi, and coming up straight. Hands on your lower back, supporting. and push forward and rotate around. Ish. Knee. Sun. Chi, another way. Ish. Knee. Sun. Chi. Widen your stance, about shoulder width, and more relaxed. Ish. Knee. Sun. Chi, another way. Ish. Knee. Sun. Chi. And straighten your clothing. Bring your body straight up. Pull the top of your head. Tenso. And let your breath. Bring your energy down. Breathe in. And out. And a moment of meditation, Mozo. Mozo yame. All right. Okay, thank you very much. We'll get
Thank you, Rob. Hello, everyone. Rob and I are on a split screen for a moment. What we want to do is show the positioning of our boat toe for these movements. Both Rob and I are inside, therefore we have to modify our tenso with the boat toe. But we want to show you if you're outside, if you're in a place with a high ceiling, the angle of your boat toe as we do Kenjutsu. So we're going into Heme Handachi. That's not the requirement. That's not the teaching part. We're adjusting our bodies down into Heme Handachi so that we can actually show you reaching above our head in our limited space. Okay, so I'll go over the boat toe and the holding in just a moment. But let us show you, just watch, that when we go up to tenso, with the boat toe for Kenjutsu, it is directly overhead. I am almost touching my ceiling now, probably Rob is too. But this is the angle to work from. I'm going to be showing it from a different angle because when I stand, I don't have this much maneuvering room. And coming down into Shoko. Shine bright. And one more time up to Shoko. Just watch, just watch. And come overhead, and now Rob and I are going to go into the Jodan. So again, we're still in this directly overhead angle, and now we're coming down on a diagonal cut called Jodan. Back to Shoko. Up one more time to Tenso. Over to the other side and down Jodan. And back to Shoko. All right, so that, again, is what we're trying to emphasize is the part from the shoulders up, where we're reaching directly overhead with our sword tip piercing further up into the universe. Heme Handachi just happens to be the position we're in to be able to show you what we can do in this space. That's not the study. It's not a study of Heme Handachi. And down to Shoko. All right, good. Well, welcome everyone to Kenjutsu. It's been a while since we picked up our sword. I'm working with my Bokuto, which is the long, flatter sword. You're welcome to work with Boken, which is a slightly lighter weight one and it has more of a bend in it. That's fine. Your body may need that or that's what you have. You're welcome to work with a short stick. I think you're going to see Rob working with a piece of driftwood. Others in the group have worked with a piece of crystal, that's fine. As Shin laughingly told us several kangekus ago, just not the toilet plunger, please. And I have put on, that was a joke, I have put on my bokuto a piece of white tape in an attempt to show you where my blade is, but I'll acknowledge it as I change directions, that piece of tape is no longer really seen. Okay, let's go over, I'm holding it for a moment. So my left hand is going to be doing a lot of the work. And I'm going to be putting it in the far end of my palm, wrapping my little finger around it so that I have it in a good grasp. And you'll see this angle how it looks, this angle how it looks, and from this angle and this angle. So this is the key part, that this outer part of my palm is providing a great deal of support for my bokuto or bokken short stick. So the left hand does the work. The right hand, when it comes into play, is generally just about, I don't know, 2-3 inches perhaps ahead. It is a guide, it's a support, but really if your left hand is doing all the work, your right hand is just there as an extra piece. You will see some of us have the habit, perhaps of putting a finger up. Even if you get to the famous book of stick fighting, you will see that Aoki Sensei has this habit too. It's a habit, but don't copy it really. You're supposed to be wrapping all fingers, all thumbs around the bokuto. All right, so are you practicing with me? Left hand comes up, puts it across, wraps around, little finger really working to grab it and come into play. And that is what holds it out. And my right hand comes up to meet it just a few inches ahead. All right, we'll keep refining on that over the weeks, but that's one of the fundamentals that we'll work on. I'm going to be going through 4 basic movements. Basic movements are called Kihon, K-I-H-O-N, fundamental movements, basic movements. All through one's study and career, one does Kihon because you continue to make sure your technique is crisp, clean, on target. I personally find Kihon is a great way when I rest my mind. Once I get past having to think about what I'm doing, Kihon is a very restful state for my brain. All right, so we're going to start with our bokuto on our left side, and I'm holding it 1/3 of the way on my body. I'm going to face the sword out, and I'm going to reach across with my right hand, pulling it out, cutting across mid-space in a shoko movement and bringing it back to mid-space to now have my left hand join and hold. And you can relax it back in, let it come down to your left side, and let's do that again. Turn and face out, reach across with your right, cut across, chudan, come past midline, and then back to midline and shoko. All right, so let's just practice moving with our bodies again. And the first one we're going to practice is ski, T-S-U-K-I. Just as in open hand or free hand when you do a punch, it's a movement directly to the far horizon. So let's just practice a couple and then we'll come back. And we'll refine it a bit. So I'm going to be stepping with my right foot, and let's go. Yeesh. Let's alternate feet. Knee. Sun. Good. I'm going to turn. And coming back. Again, I'm going to start on my right. Yeesh. Knee. Sun. Turn. So as you move, be aware that again, Shintaido is all about total body movement. So my body is moving in one angle of the whole body forward, so that when I step, and let's just do 3 steps forward and turn and come back, my whole body moves forward. Yeesh. Knee. Sun. Good. I'm turning because of my space. You can go straight if you wish. 3 more. Ish. Ni. San. So if you're watching, what I'm attempting to demonstrate is my whole body moves. It is not by more extension that I hinge at the waist and I'm reaching out further. That's not what our goal is. Our goal is full body extension out by moving everything together. Let's do another set on ski. And shoko. Yeesh. Ni. San. And turning, or I'm turning at least. 3 back. Yeesh. Ni. San. And turning. Okay. So we've talked about full whole body movement. And we've talked about hand positioning. What I want to have everyone now think about is that extension forward, but not bringing it back into your belly button. So once I'm out here in shoko, I step out to meet it. There's no bending of the wrists to add a push. That makes sense. So let's try this last piece. Shoko. Get your full extension and your far gaze. And now bring your body into that space of future time. Ish. Ni. San. I'm going to turn. Gaze far, eyes wide open. Ish. Ni. San. Good. Any particular needs that come up at this juncture before I move us to a second movement? Okay, save your questions if it doesn't come to you just now. You can look at them later. The next one we're going to do, so just watch again for a moment. This is just getting our bodies used to moving our sword again. This has been a while on our upper body. Thank you so much, Rob, for some great Kenko Taiso. It really helped my shoulders. Hope it helped everyone else's. Because working with a sword can feel like it makes your shoulders work. Actually, it's supposed to be all coming from your lower back and your hara. Doesn't always succeed, but it should. All right. Watching, I'm going to demonstrate Daishudan, but as I showed you before, the intent is that my tip is pointing up. I have to adjust because I'm hitting the ceiling already. And you'll see that my hands, at least, hold the tenso position. And I'm going to be stepping forward. Eesh, I'm sorry for the fact that it hits. Yay. So let's try it together. Dai Jodan, great overhead cut. And out to shoko. Come up to tenso. If you can do a full tenso in your space, keep the tip pointing up. If you have to adjust as I do inside, make sure that the rest of your body feels tenso. And stepping forward, I'm stepping with my right and go. Ish. Up to tenso. Yay. Tenso. Shake. I'm going to turn for my space, adjust as you need to. 3 more. Tenso. Ish. Yay. Sun. And turn. Let's do another set of 6. Shoko, looking far, extending. Keep that extension feeling coming up to tenso. Let's go. Ish. Yay. Sun, adjust your face. Tenso. Eish. Yay. Sun. Good. All right. Let's just take a moment and roll our shoulders. Ish, knee, sun, she. Go roll the other way. Ish, knee, sun, she. Go. Let's turn our knees. Ish, aha, knee, sun, she. Yo, another direction. Ish, knee, sun, she. Go. And soft magara. Ish, knee, sun, she, go, rook. All right, you with me? Okay, let's try if we can see if we at least do one, if not maybe two more movements. Okay, coming back, holding. Let's practice the draw saunter here. Holding on the left, point the sword away, reach across with the right, draw out, shoot on, past midline, bring it back to midline. Good. Watch for a moment. Again, I'm coming up to a tenso as best as my space allows, but in my case, I'm going to have to make an adjustment. So my tip is still theoretically straight up. I'm moving it over to one side, and I'm coming down, Jodan, Jodan. And coming up, over to one side, and down, Jodan. So as you see on this one, I'm crossing from my opponent's shoulder to their hip. So we've done some Jodan movements that bring it to their shoulder and past, cut by push. I am now doing Jodan cut by pull. So it comes up, over, and across. So I'm coming across, yet my blade still ends flat here. Okay, let's just work with it. It's all practice. It's okay. Shoko. Let's try. I may only get 2 steps in on this one. We'll see. Up to tenso. Over to one side. And down. Ish. Adjust to middle.
Make sure you draw your back foot up.
Thank you, sir.
Connie, I'm talking to them.
It's okay. It's all good reminders. Up to tenso. Over to one side. And knee. Drawing up that back foot.
Yes, that's right.
Thank you, Rob. Good. Let's try. I only managed to fit in 2 of those steps. So we'll do several more cycles of this. Up to tenso. Over one side. Ish. Shoko. Up to tenso. Watch lights, fixtures. Nay. I'm
Try not to chop.
So sorry.
I'm telling them try not to chop. Try to make it a smooth reaching out the whole way.
So let's just try holding our book toe in front of us and just try the step, because the step, frankly, is always the step that is going to put you into safety and make your technique work well. So we're stepping forward and slightly past midline. So stepping forward by right, eesh, and pull up. Face forward. Now I'm going to step left, knee, and pull up. So moving your whole body will help minimize the chop. Let's try again, stepping right across midline toward your opponent's opposite side. Let's go. Eesh. Straighten. And knee. And straighten. The footwork will definitely help improve the flowing sensation. So again, it's practice. Let's try another set. Shoko. And up. Eesh. Full body. And up. Knee. Turn. Up to tenso. Over. Eesh. Yay. Yame. All right. Just to feel it in your body, because we're going to spend more time next week, is having a stance that works with what's the Hasso back stance. So some of you may already be familiar with a back stance kokutsu. So I'm stepping back, putting probably 60-70% of my weight on my back foot so that my left foot is much more of a supporting one. Let me change and do the other side. Stepping back, the weight is on my back leg, front leg, less. So let's just try that from where we are. And step back, leash. And come back to center. Stepping back, knee. Back to center. 2 more times. Leash. Knee. Good. All right, this is just for fun, because we'll get more practice still. We're going to do the Hasso movement, which Hasso does mean number 8, but it's also the samurai stance. So just watch for a moment as I come up. My sword blade is facing forward. I wouldn't be touching my blade, but I did. And now I turn it, and it faces directly behind me, over my shoulder. Let's try the other side. This side. So you've probably seen this picture, right? In samurai movies, statues, figurines, such. Let's try it together for the last moment here. So stepping back on my right, I turn my blade so that it faces back over my shoulder. Tenso still feeling here. Good. And stepping back, blade faces back as well. Tenso here. 2 more times. Leash. Knee. Good. All right, everyone take a break. Let me show you what I hope, we are headed to with Hasso Part A and 8A and 8B. All right, ceiling, I apologize to you now if I hit you. Okay, you'll recognize some of these movements. I come in to ski to my opponent. I think he thinks it's on the run. I step back to get a better swing. I'm up to tenso, and I come back down dashi. Don't have to do it, just watching. That's one side of the combination. And the other side is as he comes in ski, I step, no, you're not coming in yet. And I think I have you on the run, and I come across their middle and down. That's where we're headed to. Let's just finish all together with one last shoko. Reaching out, shoko. Look far to the horizon, shoko, shine brightly. Keep it, don't drop, shoko. Shoko. Come up to your tenso, preferably tip up if you have the space. Tenso, surrender, and back down to shoko. And exchange energy with the horizon, your opponent, the entire world. Help them all shine brighter. Laying it back into midline, back down on my left side. Hands on the side. Pass over midline to my right. And thank your partner. Onegaishimasu. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for helping me learn more about myself. Onegaishimasu.